We are live. So, welcome everybody. Today, I have the privilege to hang out here with a Shelby from West Texas, who's a rock star. He's a guy that makes this happen. Are you able to hear me okay, Shelby?
Yes, I hear you great. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Well, I wanted to just go over a couple of things today and really enlighten people who maybe watch this hangout to better understand why we have chosen this profession and how many problems this solves versus other things, as well as I want to cover about how we go about building our business and really using, technology, leveraging our time, and how that really helps people, everyday people, to build income here online. And the first thing I want to just say right now is an income disclosure. Nothing's guaranteed. The things we're talking about today are strategies that help us move our business forward and build us revenue. So we'll be discussing that a couple times during this interview. There's no guarantee, said again. But Shelby, tell me a little bit about you and how long you've been involved in this profession.
Well, Chad, I actually have been in the network marketing industry for 9 years now. 7 of those years were part time. The last 2 have been full time. In those first 7 years, I was actually in the oil field industry. I'd worked myself to the top of the oil field industry. Made a really good income. I never had time for family or to enjoy that income or anything like that. So I sought out something different, and I went full time in network marketing. It's great. It's that amazing.
Nice, nice. So, has it always was it ever a challenge for you?
No, it was at first, Chad. I started off as kind of what you call a lone wolf. I never had that mentorship or that leadership, or somebody kind of showed me the way. So I took that real rough road to success, and I went through a lot of failures to get to where I'm at now. But if you got to stick with it and stay strong and want it bad enough as you want to breathe, it'll happen as long as you stick with it.
Good. So you started off part time because you have a day job, like probably everyone out there who's watching this video. We all start off that way, but because you know there's something better. There's a better way out there. You see this everywhere because of the internet and YouTube videos and presentations, and you hear the stories and the flash of the cars and all these mansions and traveling around the world, and that makes you think, what is possible, right? So, I just try and keep it simple. So, tell me more about, you know, some of the struggles that you went through when you first got started, because that may be able to resonate with many people out there.
Well, I'll tell you, one thing that I can guarantee everybody will encounter in network marketing is a three two-letter word, and that's no. You're going to get told no. And that's just part of the industry, and that's part of the city because there's not, everybody out there is not a believer, or everybody out there is not their time. And it can be discouraging to be told no. It really can. I understand. I've been there. But that's got to be your fuel to your fire. That's got to what makes you want it more. Um, and so you got to keep driving through that and looking for the yes men, as I call it. I'm not in the business to convince people. I'm not here to make them, do something they don't want to do. I'm just here to share an opportunity that has changed my life as well as many others, and to be here to coach those people that do want that change and want that success to help them get to that point. So I really advise everybody listening here today, if this is something you do in network marketing, stay strong, stay with it. Don't take no's to heart. You can't make your feelings with business, or you most definitely will have a difficult time. Stay with it, stay strong, and just keep what we call grinding away. And it'll eventually happen. You got to want it as bad as you want to breathe.
That's so good advice. I want to we're going to cover a little bit more about how we prospect, how we build our business. But tell me more about, why would somebody want to start a home business? That's the first question. And then what kind of problems does it solve?
Well, Chad, to be honest with you, we all have our why in this industry. I mean, your why is a big part of why of what you do in the network marketing world. My why to start in network marketing was I was looking for a better way. I have a wife and 2 kids. My son's real active in sports and things. And I was missing out on all those things. I made a really good income, so it wasn't necessarily about the money. It was more about the freedom and the new lifestyle. So I wanted it so bad that when I started seeing a little success in that part-time venture, I thought to myself, man, what could I be doing if I was doing? So I took that leap of faith, and I believed in myself, and I jumped ship, and I went full-time network marketing, and now I'll never look back. I've actually coached my son's t-ball team this year, and I actually coached kids a group age above me because I had the time and I love sports. Those are things I've never been able to do without this. Also, on top of that, I know a lot of people out there that own businesses, the traditional corporate American business. So there's a lot of stress, a lot of heartache in there. There's a lot of overhead. It's either make it or break it. With network marketing, it's all based. It's all based upon you. And if you believe in yourself enough, and you want that enough, it's very possible. I'm not going to guarantee you. The one thing I will guarantee though, do nothing, you'll make nothing. It is some hard work. It really is. It's some hard work. You got to stay down with it and remember your why. Why are you in this? Why did you join the company? Why did you decide network marketing? Wake up every morning. I have a big mirror in my bathroom. I wake up every morning. I look at, why are you doing this again? And I reassure myself that this is the right decision. I also, I'm a very Christian man, and I pray to God, and I follow the path, and I follow my heart, and this is where I ended up, and I took the action.
Great, great. Yeah, it's funny, my situation is a little bit different than most people out there. Is that, for years I was in corporate America, wearing a suit and tie, and going to these, in my opinion, useless sales meetings, hearing my manager talk, doing the sales gig, doing the presentations, doing the corporate grind, as you will. Working my 50, 60 hours a week every week. Made some pretty good money, but I knew that there was a better way. So literally, just like a month ago, I had my first garage sale ever, and I had a pile of suits, like 17 suits that has been in my closet for 7 years, and I gave them away. I gave away my suits. And when I started, I wanted to become an affiliate marketer. I wanted to make money online. I wanted to have that internet lifestyle because I know that the internet is changing the way business is being done. It's changing the way that we all gather information. The change we communicate, we buy, everything, and it's growing, more and more every day. Just look at Facebook. And so when I started, I quit my job, cold turkey, quit. With no idea what I was going to do, and I failed in my first year. I spent $18,000 on courses, on products, and never made a dime. I was literally off my savings, and I was a little bit freaked out, I'll be honest with you. When it wasn't until some guy called me out of the blue and said, I see you out there, but you're doing everything wrong. I said, I know. Teach me. So, I bought into his program, spent another $6,000 with the with the goal saying that I'll join your program if I can come and fly up and spend some time with you to learn this marketing gig. And so 2 weeks later, I flew to Toronto, Canada, spent 4 days in the guy's kitchen, and I generated my first lead. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. And from that day forward, that's when my business changed to make $100, $500 a week, $500 a day, and then so on and so forth. So that was like 7 years ago. And I fell into this network marketing gig by accident. But really, truly, it's really about marketing every day, having the communication every day, talking to new people every day, because what I found is that, years ago, I was a door-to-door salesman, like 25 years ago, and I learned about law of averages. But what I found in today's day and age is that if you ask 10 people if they're looking for more money, yes or no, 8 of them will say yes. And those 8 people probably have less than $1,000 in their checking account. They're looking for a solution to a problem, and those people that take their head under the sand and really identify that and admit that to themselves, they're the ones that are open. Like, give you an example on this. One thing, in our group, we talk about marketing on Facebook. And you were found by one of my teammates on Facebook. And his timing was right. You're open to change. And now, here you are 3 weeks later, and you join our team, our company, and you're blowing it up. Right? That didn't just happen by magic. Right? It just did one day. You didn't. Hey, I'm going to call Robert. Robert found you. You found each other. You communicated, and now it's history because you're blowing it up. Right? It's a huge, huge goal, some big plans, changing lives, and it doesn't happen by chance. It happens by daily activity and action plan, and really about learning new skills. You don't just wake up one day from your job and say, you know what, I want to start a home business with never trying it before. Right? You're gonna fall on your face. You're gonna learn some new skills. You're gonna have a good day, have a bad day, but you know what? Keep on going. You have success. And for the average family, if they created an income of $500 or more, that would change most families' situation. Now, $500 is not a lot of money. It's not very sexy. It's just $500. But that's a start. Pays a car payment, pays groceries, buys a vacation, gives you date night once in a while. It solves a problem, right? A guy on my team, I got an email from a guy that I've never talked to before on Monday, and he was through Facebook, and he was searching so mad, and he has an 11-year-old daughter that wants to go to Disney World, and he hasn't been able to do that ever, and that's his why. He's willing to learn some new skills, get his knees bloody, and hear a lot of no's to build a business. What's funny about that is that I remember back when I was in corporate America, I had a lot of no's. I'm in sales, right? Any salesperson out there knows that you're going to go through the numbers. It's a process. But you know what? I believe we have a better way. I believe that spending more time with your family is a better way. I believe answering to the person in the mirror is a better way. And that's sort of why I got started. Because I knew that there was a better way. And I look back at my life, I go, wow, I wouldn't have it any other way. but it wasn't always easy. Let's be honest here. We had to learn some new skills. You know, the investment of time, of education. You know, spending that $18,000 of stuff wasn't bad because I learned a lot. I learned what didn't work. You know, I learn things every day. And so, you know, what I see in problems that everybody has, you know, everyone has a job, everyone drives to work, everyone gets paid every 2 weeks. And until that you realize, you know what, I've been doing the same thing for 15 years and I'm not any better off. And that's the day that you'll start thinking about you doing something different on the side part-time, an hour or two a day. Not very hard. In fact, you know, you are a prime candidate. This is a very, very important question here because I've been doing things online and I've been using the phone to utilize offline techniques to communicate with people. But you have been doing things all offline and have built a huge business and, you know, getting paid, you know, $15,000-$20,000 plus every month, giving you a better lifestyle. How have you done it? Like, what is your daily action plan? Like today, we're at 10:15 in the morning. After this hangout, what are you going to do today?
You know, Chad, I start off every day the same way. I have a daily routine. I only sleep 4 to 5 hours a day. Time is money in my life. So, and I have a lot to do to prepare myself. Okay? So I wake up and the very first thing I do is self-care. It's hard to go out there and do something if you're not motivated. You know, you got to be excited. You got to be happy. You know,
Yeah.
you want it. And I always self-motivate. You know, read an Eric Worre book, or listen to a few videos on YouTube, or play your favorite music if you know outside, or whatever it may be. Um, and then of course, like when I leave here today, with this nice interview with you, Chad, the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to meet with my team. Because to me, the best way to build a successful business is to stay plugged in with your team. Remember, you cannot do this by yourself. Anybody, I don't care how good of a salesman you are, you can't do this by yourself. You got to have a strong team. I call it my army. You know, if I'm going to battle, I want as many people by my side as possible. And so I'm out there building friendships, relationships. This is why I do it offline. Because now I'm building a relationship with my team. They know who I am. I know who they are. Because we build off each other's cycle. They need anything, I'm there. I do. My goal, you know, in the local town I'm working in now, in San Angelo, about 120,000 people. We've been working there for right over 2 weeks now. And my goal is to see every living room in that house, in that town. And I'm going to. You know, if it's not through a teammate, it's mutual marketing or warm marketing. I do know some local people there, but out of 120,000, I don't know a fraction of it. You know, so my goal is to see everybody living. We also do what we call weekly live events, and those are great things. We all get to gather together and share our excitement and have a little fun and interact with each other and even give a business presentation while we're there. You know, that's probably, you know, the one part that we don't even advertise about our events because it's more about us getting to know each other and having fun and things like that. And oh, hey, by the way, we've got this great business we're all part of. It's really good, and you might check it out while we're here. You know, because that's where I learned down the road, Chad. Is I was what I like to call a signer. I was just out there and run around like a pig with my head cut off signing. Right? But I wasn't creating any success for myself. And so my team was leaving me. They weren't following me. You know, and without a team, you don't have a business. So I was, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And I sat down and I thought about it. I sat with one of my partners that I've been doing this for 9 years. And we started talking about, hey, he's with us. I know I don't know what to do. You know what's the problem? What's that? sign them up and leave. We're running like chickens with our head cut off. Like so, we need to stay plugged in with that. So we started listening in weekly talks. Weekly events. I've created Facebook groups for all of us to stay plugged in, stay tuned. Anything and everything. There's so much technology out there nowadays. You can't keep in contact with somebody.
Yeah.
There's a million ways to connect. And that's where we found a lot of these kids. We've always had success with getting people interested in what we do. With just that intention to keep that income growing, and that business growing. And that's where we had our struggle with these last couple of years. We figured out, it's great.
Cool.
We're all a big family. There's not one person on my team I know that I haven't spoken to. Doesn't have my number to get a hold of.
So tell me, by you doing this and having these meetings with your team, get to know them and everything, how have you seen, their lives transfer? How they changed because of what you're doing?
In that offline world, I get to see people that are hating or praying for Fridays and hating on Monday, and now I actually get to see that change because I'm a part of their life. I've got a couple of older ladies in my team that really look to me as their son, and I look to them as mom, because we just look at a strong relationship. And you'd be surprised how many people can like me and make it. I've got teammates out there that are really killing it and making a lot of money, more money than ever imagined. And I've got those teammates out there like we were talking about, making $500 a month. And those guys making that $500 a month, they're just as happy as those guys making $15,000. Because it's giving them that freedom, giving them that something to do with the family. Now instead of sitting at home wishing, I wish I could take this movie. I wish we could go out and eat dinner. Now they can. And as they continue to build it, all it's going to do is open up freedom and a new lifestyle. And they see that. Success, I'll tell everybody listening right now, success is the hardest thing you'll ever find in life. That's why I'm not very needy and won't have. But if you want it bad enough, it's there. We all bust our butts in that old 9 to 5 that I used to work in, for really just to stay above water. We're never going to own the company. We're never going to become the ones that became rich. So what I really advise to everybody is look where you're at. Are you happy with what you're doing? You're going to be happy 20 years from now, 30 years from now. If not, make a change. Take that leap of faith, believe in yourself. Once success bad enough, find the shuttle that take you there. There's a lot of great companies out there. I'm a part of one now. I'm part of a couple of people. It's not really about the company. It's about you. So if you want it bad enough and you want that change, I know we all want that change, but not everybody wants to take that. I challenge you now, take that leap. Go out there, believe in yourself, and try to get that success. I don't care if you're a part of my team or not, or you're a part of my company or not. I'm here to mentor people and help people. They call me crazy, but I like people.
Yeah.
And
I think that really is about helping people. If you help enough people get what they want, then it happens for you too, just naturally. And that's the way it all works. This is about giving, helping, teaching, and I do that now because if it wasn't for that one person who took the time to help me out, I wouldn't be here today. I was ready to quit after a year of struggling, $18,000, but I knew there was a better way. And so that's why I think that our team, giving back, teaching, training, supporting, is really different. You have a team environment to really help you out because we've all gone there. The road's the same road, right? The process is the same process. And the faster you go through that process, the education of development is really what will make you thrive and have more success. But it takes daily activity. It's like losing weight. I can't think about it. I got to do something about it. I got to change my habits, change my exercise routine. And then over 90 days, you see a transformation, right? It's the same thing. It takes 90 days to see things go. But you know what? I get paid for things today, for things I did 6 months ago and a year from ago. You know, it's funny because we're both building a business. You know, I do it online, you do it offline, and the fun thing about that is that I'm going to start doing it offline. I'm seeing success by not only you, but so many other people out there around the country that are sharing the message and having success because people are looking, people are hurting, people want a different and better way. And because of technology, things we do anyway. We're all on Facebook, we're all on Google and YouTube, right? We're all looking for something. Well, how about learning a few skills, asking a few questions, and build some income? Because here's some notes for you. If you start a home business, you qualify for the same tax breaks that any foreign company does. Most people don't know that. If I pay $100 and start a home business, I'm going to have more money in my bank account because I will pay less taxes. We all have a cell phone. Do you write it off? We all have a car. We all have internet services. We go on vacation. All those things are a write-off. You know, I was in California last week. It's a write-off. I did some business. I went and spent time with John Chapman. Made some videos. It's a write-off. Well, most people don't understand that. And so having a home business is smart. Very, very smart. You will pay less taxes. Even if you make no money for the first year, you'll still pay less taxes. So in turn, you're making more money. So, you know, tell me about some things that you have seen, and this is probably, you don't even know what I'm going to ask you right now, but in the last 3 weeks since you've joined our group with Simple Freedom, what are some things that you have seen that really, really excite you?
Oh, well, Chad, first off, bro, if you don't get excited about something growing as fast as this is, then there's something wrong. We're part of one of the fastest growing beings in probably what is now the world. You know, that's an exciting thing to be a part of. And to know that you're contributing to it, whether it be one person or 1,000 people, you know, you can say, I was a part of that. You know, I was part of that. Really, and the reason it makes it exciting is not the fact that there's a lot of people making a lot of money. There's a lot of people buying that, and that's what's exciting. You know, we brought in 14 days, we brought in over 50, and that's 50 people's lives already taken. They've already taken. Because with our grateful company, you know, not only do we all get to make money, but we get to save money on our everyday things as well. So even for that guy that's out there and not having the huge success he wants, he's saving money along the way. So he's still happy and he's still being successful, even though it may not be the success he wants yet. He's still getting there because he's happy about what he's doing, and that's what's great about the team. You know, Freedom, you know, they have such good leaders. Ever want a leadership and a mission, fully network marketing, right? Okay, it doesn't get any better. Okay, I've been in this business 3 weeks for this part of the team, and I've already had so And that's what's really cool about the group. So I would suggest looking up Simple Freedom, checking it out for you, and really listen, being a part of it. I'm gonna promise you right now, after 9 years in this industry, you'll find a better, more successful out there, especially in digital media.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I totally agree. Keep it simple. Plug into a system, learn some new skills. There's almost something going on every day of the week. A webinar, like this. A call, a team training, a mindset call, whatever it is. There's something going on all the time. And by plugging in, it's funny because when you change your mindset, when you really want to do things and you start to hear and you're around successful people, something happens. I have a teammate that he said that in the last 30 days, his wife told him, what are you doing? Because you're a different person. You're more positive. You're smiling more. There's a skip in your step. What are you doing? It's because of this team, the calls, the mindset, right? Change your mindset, and people will notice. People will ask you, what are you doing? Because you seem happy. And one thing about that is that when you have a solution to a problem, you have customers. People want that, right? When you have a solution to a problem, and one thing happens is that, when you're making some money, it solves a lot of problems, solves a lot of headaches, it solves a lot of frustration in marriages, and waking up at 2 in the morning wondering how you're going to pay that car payment when you're 2 months behind in your bills. So we have a better way. What I'm going to encourage everyone to do at the bottom of this video or somewhere on this blog or wherever it's going to be is going to be a button. Go ahead and put your email in and watch the video. Learn what we're talking about, because success leaves clues. You can either choose to learn a few things, see a few things, and change your life, or not. Because if you choose not, in the next 12 months, you'll be in the same situation. That may be a good situation, it may be a terrible situation, but you choose, right? It takes nothing to choose to see. Go and look, because you may find something that you go, really, I didn't know that. Oh wow, really? I can relate to that guy's story. I want what he has. How did he do it? And there's a step-by-step solution, a plan to plug into using offline technology, using online technology, but more importantly about plugging into our team. Because Simple Freedom is cool, it rocks. I think we've now changed, we started this we have like over 125 families that have changed their situation. Hold on here, there we go. It's just amazing how many families we've helped change who are now making money, and that changes their whole situation. So I'm encouraging everyone who watched this video, check out Shelby, check out me, hit the link, plug into a system that's working. Remember, systems don't fail. People fail because people quit. And you may be so close, you don't even know how close you are to get there. Get to the next step, next level. So if you're inside of any kind of a home business, make it happen. Don't give up on your goals, your dreams. Do whatever it takes. Act like your life depends on it, your last breath depends on it, because it's worth it. You're worth it. Your family's worth it. Will it be easy? No. But we have a better way. Because working 50, 60 hours a week for that paycheck sucks. I'll be real. There's a better way. And it's only my opinion because I've seen this lifestyle, the success. But it's worth it. So if you're involved in any kind of a business and you have a dream, go for it, man. Make it happen. Anthony, you want to say here, Shelby, before we hang off?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave everybody with this, Chad. Let me explain something to everybody really quick. That's like we've been saying this whole video. It's something you got to want. Okay? And I don't mean kind of want. So I kind of wanted that ticket to the Cowboys game. You gotta want it like you do when you breathe every second. Got to want it. Now, is it gonna be easy? Yes and no. It's all going to be as easy as you make it. Now, we have systems. There's a lot of systems out there that are very successful. Let me explain something to y'all really quick. It's not as complicated. You're already doing it in your life day-to-day basis. It's not being paid for it. Because we're all out there meeting people. We're all out there making new friends. We're all out there sharing ideas. Nobody's getting paid for it but the people who decide. So I'll leave everybody with this. Go to sleep tonight. Think about it. What do you want in the future? So I'm 27 years old. Social Security, things like that weren't going to exist when I got it. I had to do something. I had family issues. I had to do something. Okay. I needed a long-term pay. So I started network marketing. Yeah, you can make a lot of money. That's taking your time. Guys, I'll tell you this much right now. You can invest 1 hour. Just 1 hour every day. You retire in the next 3 to 5 years. Why would you not do that? You're at your 9 to 5 job for 60, 70 hours a week. You're going to retire maybe in 40 years, 50 years, however old you may be, 65, 70 years old. God, if you even get to the top, that's not the American dream. So listen, think about it. Think about what we said here today, and remember, there is a better way. Yeah.
Right on, guys. Right on, Shelby. Well, thanks for your time here today. Remember, hit the button, enter your email, watch the video. It may put a smile on your face. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
God bless everybody.